Right, I guess a bit of a channel introduction. Why did I bother starting this channel? Now, I appreciate that I'm probably going to get lots of bad comments because basically what I'm doing is creating songs, or I'm writing songs, but I'm then using AI to produce those songs. I'm also using AI to remaster the songs, and I'm using AI to create images and create video. And then I blend it all together. And I then work on each of the tracks, put that into a video, and then we distribute the video via YouTube. And then the music obviously gets distributed via a record company or a record distribution company, your record distributor, to the different streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, and Deezer. So why bother? Well, I've always been a songwriter, and I did a couple of shorts on this. I'm sure there will be a lot of people that go, oh, well, you shouldn't use AI to create music. You shouldn't use it to create art. But I would disagree. I see it as a creative tool that allows more people to use a technology stack to be more creative. So let's be honest. This channel is not going to be about how to get rich creating AI music. It's not going to be 10 tricks to beat Spotify. It's literally my journey since I started back in May last year. Before that, I'd done some research, but I took it more seriously about May, June of last year. So I recreated all my channels. So all the channels at the bottom of the main page where you can see the digital artists, they've been created last sort of June, July time, except for one of them, which was a redundant channel that I had that I just rebranded because it was already there with about 16 subscribers. Now, we all know how difficult it is to create a brand new channel. We all know how difficult it is, especially when there's no history for that channel. So that's all part of the challenge that I'm on. So I'm not going to pretend that I've cracked some secret code. And by watching my videos, you're going to suddenly be able to make millions and millions of pounds from streaming. The music industry is changing, and there is a lot going on at the moment. There's lots of legal cases, and obviously a lot of musicians despise AI because they feel that it's taking away from them somehow. I see it that you can use it as a tool, as a piece of software, and it allows more people to just create what they want to create. It be music, video, film, just images. It doesn't really matter. Social media is going to be full of AI for a very long time to come. Now, I know some of you might think, oh, well, the AI bubble's going to burst. Yes, there will be a correction at some point, and I'm sure the headlines will be full of how the AI bubble burst. But you've got to remember that so did the dot-com boom bubble burst after 2 years, and we still use the internet today. So AI is not going anywhere. AI music's not going anywhere. Using AI as a creative tool is with us forever. The can of worms has been opened. So this channel is really about me documenting the processes that I've gone through, my thoughts, why I think lyrics are important, the challenge that I've set myself as a 3-year project, what I want to try and achieve from it, why I think that digital artists, created, branded digital artists will have some value. But I'll explain that in a different video. So obviously my background as a creative is as a songwriter. I've been writing songs for years. I've written songs for people. I've written songs for myself. I've had lots of songs put in boxes and just kept. And I've never really done anything with them. I did pitch a few songs to different people, but they went nowhere because, you know, every man and his dog is a songwriter, right? So I just kept going. I kept writing. So I've now got a lot of resources to work with, should I say, whilst I would put the different channels together and the different songs together. So yeah, do take a look at some of the stuff below. The channels are all linked below, so let me know what you think. So it all started as a bit of fun originally. I'd been asked to put an AI training course together back in 2024. This was for small businesses. My background is technology. I've spent 30 years in tech, so it seemed a natural thing to do because I was already learning about AI. And I created a YouTube channel mainly for the training course. And I'd created some songs just to show how you could bring all of the things together with a bit of video, with a bit of imagery, and a song. So I'd created a sort of branded product basically and said, you know, I've created all of this with AI. music video, etc. And the point of doing that was just to show how sort of AI could be useful. I mean, the training course was also about lots of text-based, ChatGPT, different tools that were available for recording note, voice to text, and all of that kind of stuff. So we did cover quite a lot, but just at the end of the day, I thought it might be quite fun to say, hey, this is what you can do. So I'd created the training material and I'd created the YouTube channel, and I went to do the training about 2 weeks later, opened up the YouTube channel for the 3 songs that I'd created, and it gained something like 200 subscribers in 3 weeks and over 18,000 views on the 3 videos. And I thought to myself, maybe there is actually more to this. Maybe I could actually do something with this. So it was May, June of last year that I decided to do it for real. And that then expanded into me creating 6 different artists with 6 different types of music and publishing to the various streaming platforms. That is still work in progress, by the way. But I'll tell you about Spotify and other streaming platforms in another video. So who am I? I'm Alistair Dickinson. I've been a tech entrepreneur for probably about 30 years, 26 years now. Yeah, I left corporate when I was about 31. I'm now 56. So I've created and built software companies and products mainly, and sold it all around the world. Fairly small scale, not multi-millions, but we built various sort of software companies with different products. I'm also the founder of Maximize.com and of mycrmgroup.com, if you're remotely interested. But my background has always been songwriting, so that's my creative space. So I've always had a sort of background in music, and yes, I do have various guitars and keyboards and drum kit. Well, it's not actually a drum kit, it's an electronic drum kit, but it's close enough. It does what I want it to do. So I have an interest in music, but I was never going to be a sort of a performing artist. I was never going to be a singer-songwriter. I was always going to be just a songwriter. So I will, in other videos, explain step by step the things that I've been doing. I will explain the challenge. I will explain how I create my lyrics. I will explain the platforms I use, some tips and tricks, those types of things. All of the things that I've found, the mistakes I've made, and the journey I've been on. So that's probably it for this one. I've got quite a lot of work to do. But do like, subscribe. If you're on the journey of making AI music, don't let the trolls get you down. I've been called stupid, pointless, talentless. Yes, I've had organizations request to play my music on the radio in various countries worldwide. I've had an exhibition company wanting to use Harper Johnson for exhibitions and for events. I've sold albums both on CD, vinyl, and on streaming. And yeah, the revenue is beginning to build. So if you are being bullied by the non-AI music gang, just ignore them. It means nothing. Just do you, just get on with it. And I'll see you for the next one.